All right, well, we're back on the floor of the 2025 Nanjing Show, the CIMGE Show. And just like you saw less than 24 hours ago, we were right here. And what a difference it is. We're going to walk you through real quick, brief overall view of what they've done here at the expo hall. You can see it is vastly different than what you saw yesterday. So let's go take a look. Okay, so coming in, here's the special exhibit. Really amazing. We're going to have a separate segment that's going to go all through that special exhibit. Incredible, incredible what they've done. Excuse me. Okay, fine art minerals, looking very nice and professional. We got Collector's Edge down there. The floors are all carpeted. We've got people visiting the halls, and this actually looks like an incredible, like a professional level trade show. It's really what this has become. And you'll remember a lot of these that we saw yesterday with the quick walkthrough. Here's the meteorites. Sungari. Am I saying that right? Sungari. Or what's that? Cosmic Whisper meteorite. How do you say that in Chinese?
星宇
Xingyu.
陨石
Xingyu Yunshi.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it, I think. Mineralcrystal.com. They've done a great job finishing up their booth there. We're going to be coming back, checking them out. Dake Minerals. You might have seen that as a photo that I posted earlier. One thing that you couldn't see is really the size of it. Huge calcite there. So we'll be doing a little interview with them later. Here we've got the finished dinosaur area. Fossils in there. We've got a bunch of amethyst things in here. And it is clean and it is professionally displayed. You remember what a world of chaos this was, but it is a beautiful show, absolutely fabulous, left and right, everywhere you look. Great exhibits, great displays, very, very professional. There still is the overall smell of smoke in the air, but it's not horrible, not as bad as it was yesterday. And I think some of the dealers that we covered last year are not exhibiting this year. You remember the agate stones that we filmed last year where they were in the water? That guy is not exhibiting this year. We ran into him, and he will be exhibiting next year, though. So we're going to have an extra special coverage of that. Longyin, some beautiful jewelry. We'll check that out. There we've got that backlit piece of jade again. Great exhibits, man. Really terrific. And now we're kind of entering into that kind of rabbit warren area. Smaller dealers, but still carrying some incredible stuff here. This was the people that I was predicting were those people that were down at the what's now the entranceway with all the quartz carvings, and it does appear to be the exact same people. So that'll be kind of neat to take a look at. All different kinds of dealers here. Some I'm not even sure of their names, but we will get that from them as we interview them. Petrified wood. And the fossil and crafts area off to the left there. We saw these ammonites yesterday. Masterpiece, Thenka Treasure Sri Hashmina. I think that's sort of English, but I'm not quite sure what it means. What is this? Alina, what is this area?
小品金石
Xiao Pingjinju.
It says it's stone, but
So it's some stone area. So maybe it's kind of just a general area for people to gather who don't want to have an individual booth. Is this one company, can you tell, or is it a group of different companies?
I think it's the association.
The what?
Association.
Association.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's an association. Okay. All right, we're going to go off this way because we couldn't get too many access points because of all the unloading that they were doing. Nice clean aisles, nice lighting, fun waving people. Just a huge variety of things in here. Different kinds of rugs, maybe shawls or tapestries. Fossils, more fossils in here. Dinosaur eggs. Polishers. Making nice tumbled polished stones. Here we're banging away at geodes, trying to crack them open. Come on, you can do it.
Hey, that's a boom, boom, boom. So cool.
Here we have the fully assembled dinosaurs now. That's super. There are the bathrooms. So I visited a bathroom earlier. It isn't as well. This is the one that I reported on last year. I went to one that was on the other side of the hall there. Still had a strong cigarette smoke, but certainly wasn't as bad as my impression from last year. So fear not. Happily use the restrooms there. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Oh, we've got some interesting things down here. Jade carvings in wood backgrounds there. Beautiful jade rings, look at that. Some great color in there. Pearls. Hello. Miscellaneous jewelry pieces. We've got some agates. We've got all kinds of earrings in here. Jade necklaces, bangles, cut stones. More beautiful jade here. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces, pendants. All sorts of things in here. These are neat. These are the unpolished jade bangles. You can get the different colors, all different prices here, kept in the water so that you can see at least a little bit into them. And then they probably, hello. And they probably polish them for you. You see these a lot, and they look like they're just selling kind of these papers, but inside are all kinds of jade things. So these are, you got the certificate of authentication there, and then these wrap around to protect it once you purchase it. So if you're looking for any kind of jade, definitely you can find it here. All kinds of bracelets. We have ivory in here. More jade. Let's see, let's wander off this way a bit. Actually, we're going to go straight down that way. We're kind of wandering around with no structure here, but hey, that's the way we roll. You know, and you may see that there's all different kinds of lighting in here. And sometimes they'll switch up the lighting to make their products look better. We were back there where you had kind of what looked like the red lacquer beads that were lit with lights that looked like they were the meat lamps that we see in the supermarkets, just to enhance that red. So be aware of that. Buyer beware. Always good to bring your own torch. Here, these lights are a little bit warmer. You could see some lights that are a little bit more red, like I was talking about the meat lamp, little whiter lights down there. So just always be careful here. And here you get warmer lights because you have some of the gold here, and that brown background really kind of creates a nice contrast with the blue here. Oh, look at that. What is that? Is that a root or a bug or something that's inside there? That amber? This is all kind of different amber, really kind of this really cool iridescent blue amber. Got some more fossils in here. All kinds of cool things. Got the grape agate in here. Chalcedony. Flats of minerals on display. And we'd probably have to wander all up and down these rows to see if there are any kind of surprise dealers that had really cool stuff that we wouldn't anticipate. So here they got some really great malachites. That's a superb piece. It's like a beckoning finger. There's some more of the wooden bases. We get a combination of the acrylic and the wooden bases here. Fluorites, calcites. Malachites are things that really brought me in here. All right. They have this big one. I'm trying to remember if we saw this one last year. No, I think this is a new one. It's kind of neat. Looks like a bunch of billowing clouds coming up. And there's the wooden base. And I know some of you are tired of hearing me talk about the wooden bases. But again, I think in certain instances, they add appeal to the overall specimen. And so they're sold as one unit. All right. This is the Grand Expo area where they had the opening ceremonies. So now we're swinging around. This right here, that is the exit to the special exhibit there. And like I said earlier, we're going to go back a little bit later, and we're going to go deep in depth through that special exhibit there. That's a pretty spectacular piece. Look at that amethyst all around. Maybe we can pop some light on it. Nice color. Very special, I'm told. Where's it from? Uruguay?
Very big sites.
Uruguay? Yeah.
Natural talent.
Of course, yeah. I like the shape of it. And then it's on a lotus. It's a lotus blossom wooden base there. It's kind of a neat piece. All right, so that's just a quick look around.